It's so funny. I was recording a video and that joint stopped at a certain point where it got to talking about morality. And I feel like with me, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, the bugs have been touching on me. They've been touching me. They've been touching all over me. Just walking, just be like, psh. But anyway, um, oh, it's a cardinal that is just sitting on. Let me see. That is literally just in the middle, just chilling. When I tell you, the spirit guides are always with you. They're always there. Um, but anyway, you could probably, I don't know, in this video you probably see there's like literally like bees and stuff that's been like flying around me. But anyway, so yeah, as a person, I feel like I have a high degree of morality. And the reason, and I guess that's subjective, um, because I'm a like it, you like it, I love it type person. I try not to infringe on other people unless it be like shit that I be like, nah, I'm not okay with. Like, don't involve me in that shit. Or if you ask me about it, I'm gonna tell you the reality of it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, nah, that's that fucked up. But also, I'm also in a phase where I'm also coming to the realization of the impact of perceptions, perspectives, and things of that nature. When they said, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, we don't realize how real certain things are until you get to certain environments. Societal positioning, you feel me? Things that it is so easy to see why trust is so hard to maintain. Why it's so easily broken. It's so interesting, the concept when they say, if life doesn't want you in a space, if life wants to remove you from a space or people from around you, yeah. Yeah. Believe that shit. Believe it. Highest the levels. But I'm learning now, don't be so quick to judge circumstances. Don't be so quick to judge anything. Because you may never know. I guess it's an emotion to mind your fucking business, you feel me? But sometimes we be wanting to be good Samaritans and things of that nature, all kind of stuff. Like, oh, I want to help, but you don't even really know what you're looking at. But I guess, again, that's all perspective. It's all perception. The older I get, though, the more. And I implore you to really stop sometimes and really look at things. And based on how you look at it, think about the notions that your mind comes up with. And then ask yourself, why is my mind coming up with this particular scenario? How you doing? Yeah, ask yourself that question. Like, why does it come with that scenario? Why did it get that perspective? So I told myself I was going to do an hour walk. So my hour walk is up. But in there, the bees and everything else have been touching on me. And it was good though. It was a good walk. I mean, the ladybug, there's a ladybug on my, I don't know if y'all can see, it is a ladybug right in the crevice. I mean, they've been, they're like, where you go? Where you go? I mean, they've been touching me. They've been like, hey, what a wonderful kind of day where we all can laugh and play. And we can get along with each other. The bus is like, oh, you know what? I thought about sitting down at the water, and it's crazy that I didn't go sit at the water. Actually, I think I do want to go sit at the water for a second. That's gonna seem crazy, but whatever. I want to sit at the water for a second. Oh, make sure I don't hit nothing. No people or anything like that. There's been people out today on this good, I guess what is today, Monday? Today's Monday. Yeah, my baby had activities today. But I had told myself, even though I gave myself an hour, so I'm only going to be at the water for a few minutes. Because I gave myself an hour. But these other things, it's calming. You feel me? Anyway. But back to what I was talking about. Because I just want to sit at the water right quick. And just vibe out for a few minutes. Without falling in, because I'm clumsy. Oh my goodness. Clumsy as a motherfucker. But anyway. Oh, there's people. I don't want to sit down here at the water if there's people. I guess I can observe the water from up here. But I ain't going to go too much further. Because I don't be wanting to be around other people. It's not that I don't like people. I'm an introvert. And their energies be heavy as shit. So I don't necessarily like to be in the thick of things. Like when I say people's and ooh. Rabbits. Yes, it is rabbits. I'm gonna just stand here and talk to you all. But yeah, I don't like to get into the thick of things. Energies are kind of heavy for me. And a lot of people don't realize, like, energies are that their energy leads before they do. And you can feel them. You feel me? You can feel them. And I don't be wanting to deal with that shit. Because then you got to discern what is your energy versus somebody else's. And it's a lot. But anyway. So we're getting to the notion of perceptions, right? Because that's what the original topic is. When you get into the notion of perceptions, I want you to think about how you perceive people. Really lead with the understanding that everybody is going through something. And granted, that doesn't excuse people's behaviors and things of that nature, but also come from the premise you assume because you perceive them that they perceive you. You assume that because you perceive them that your perception of them is accurate. Because you assume that they are perceiving you accurately as well. When in reality, none of us got a clue. I could tell you verbatim what I'm doing, and you still would be like, no, it can't be. Especially depending on the way you encounter me. Because we've been taught to believe what we see. And nah. I can make you believe anything based on circumstances of the perception. This is why, for example, we've been made to believe that people who have tattoos and shit, bad people, right? Why? Because the seed was planted at some point in the minds of people to believe that, oh, a person who has tattoos is associated with immorality. Ask yourself, is that accurate? You really will never know who's good or bad until, and even that is a sliding scale, because some people can have lives with other people where they're amazing individuals, and some people can have lives in other spaces where they're terrible. So when you see something and it's like, if you hear a story and you hear that I'm an angel or you hear that I'm a bitch, believe both. Yeah, perspective. Because I might have had to cut somebody out, or I might have did something that changed somebody's life for the better. You get what I'm saying? Both realities are true. But when they say believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, baby, it it has allowed me to open my mind up to expand that things that I previously held as possibly true or even realms of consideration I had no clue about. It is a deeper context in terms of true wisdom is that you know nothing at all. True wisdom is that you know nothing at all. You know nothing at all. Even if you was in an environment and you experienced that environment, you still do not understand that environment. And that the only thing that you can be 100% certain of is yourself. 100% certain of yourself. You can only be 100% certain of your actions, your mindset, the things that have happened with you, and all the other stuff. Everything else, no. Give you an example of why I say that, right? And I feel like I've used this example before. If you have, say, four people are standing, two people are standing facing in one direction, and another two people are facing the people. Okay, so they're all facing essentially each other, but two people are facing one way, facing. Okay, two people are this way, facing this way. The other two people are this way, facing this way. So they're facing each other, right? So the two people that are in front, one person hauls off and punches the other one, right? And they start fighting. When asked what happened, the person standing, let's say this is person A and this is person B. Person A hauls off and punches person B, right? The person behind person A, you feel me? When asked what happened, like who started the fight, other people asked like who started the fight. The person behind person B was like, person A started the fight. They threw the first punch, da 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 da. The person behind person A was like, no. Person B spit on person A. That's why person A punched them. The person behind person B cannot see that. They didn't see that. That's not their perception. That's not the lens in which they would be able to see that activity. But the person behind person A can see that because they have a different vantage point. Both accounts are accurate based on the vantage point. Neither one is lying. The vantage points are different. This is why perception, you feel me, it's easily impacted based on the vantage point that you have. When they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, absolutely, to some extent, no, it's not. Because you're only capturing one moment in time. You don't know what could be happening. It could be just positioning. And you might assume, oh, something, but you don't know because you weren't there in the space to see the totality of the events play out. So you really don't know what's really going on based on the picture. So picture really is not worth 1,000 words. It's really worth nothing. It's not enough context to be able to understand what the fuck is going on. And we might think that's the case. But because we've been led to believe that, try and tell you. The older I get, the more that I realize true wisdom is you know nothing the fuck at all. Nothing. Nothing. Not even what you think you know. And it's opening your mind up to being, and I hate using the word humble, but being humble enough to allow life to give you those type of lessons, to allow life to expand your horizon so that you can learn more, so that your mind can open in a way that allows you to be able to perceive that maybe how you have been processing and moving through life is inaccurate. Like when they say closed mouths don't get fed, it is that same premise. Like I really sit and I really think about some of these things, and it makes me reshape, you feel me, how I have perceived other things in life. That's why I'm not necessarily easy to rile up anymore. Definitely will stay in my grave, but I'm more like, yeah, you got it. You feel me? It ain't that serious. Like, it is what it is. Sometimes I come out of that space, but as a person who enjoys peace above all things, like, I really strive for peace. Can find real enjoyment in most things, anything for real, but peace up here. And I don't think people, I think they undersell that concept. Because we're always going. We never really take time to really stop and really sit with ourselves. Um, so it's very interesting. Um, but the older I get, the more it's like life be giving me gems, baby. That's why it's very hard to hold grudges. Now, some people like, yeah, you gotta stay out my space, but it's very hard to hold grudges. It's very hard to be really mad. Um, it's a lot of shit. So yeah. So I'll end with this. If you find yourself, because you see the water, yes. If you find yourself in a space where you are about to cast judgment on something, I ask you to refrain, because you might not know. You might not know the lens in which something is occurring. You might not know the impact to the seeds that have been sown in your own mind that make you perceive things a certain way. You get what I'm saying? For example, common gestures and things like this. If I go like this, certain people, they may know what that means. Like, yeah. But other people be like, oh, you scratching your beard? You scratching your neck? So, I implore you to open your mind. Pause before reacting. Pause before passing judgment and making that decision. It might be deeper than you know. It might be nothing at all. I would lean more towards true wisdom is that you know nothing at all. And if that's the case, it opens you up to the space of, why don't you go have a conversation before passing that judgment? Might open you to some shit. That's it, that's all. Enjoy y'all's day. I absolutely have, in my little walk, my little beach sit out, well not beach, but, view of the water. Oh my goodness. I gotta lock my door. I added some additional time on. I'm supposed to be back in the house. I got shit to do. Oh my goodness. And again, the bugs are still in here fighting me. I don't want to say fighting me, but they touching me. They're like, let me touch this thing. What is this? But you all have a great rest of your day. And yeah, bye bye.